When a Florida judge slapped Pam Bondi with a $50,000 fine just to silence her, nobody could have guessed what she'd do next. But the moment she stepped into that courtroom, everything flipped fast. And what she pulled off left everyone absolutely stunned. This wasn't the kind of case Pam Bondi ever thought she'd get tangled in. Not after walking away from the legal spotlight years ago, not after everything she'd already faced. Yet there she was, standing inside Courtroom 4B at the Hillsborough County Courthouse in Tampa, Florida. A $50,000 contempt charge with her name on it looming. The courtroom? Dead silent. But it wasn't the kind of quiet that calms you. It was thick, sharp, you could feel it. No one made eye contact. Not the bailiff. Not the stenographer. Not even the local reporter taking quiet notes by the back wall. When her name was called, Pam rose slowly. She adjusted that familiar navy blazer, one she'd worn 100 times before. The judge wasted no time. "This court finds you in contempt for knowingly violating a direct gag order," Judge Corbin said, his voice flat. No anger, just that tired, over-rehearsed kind of delivery. "You are hereby fined $50,000, payable in full within 30 days. Pam didn't flinch. Not a blink. She stared straight into his eyes and said, quietly but clearly, "Understood." But what really rocked the room wasn't the fine. It was what Pam did next. She reached into her briefcase, pulled out a folder. Nothing flashy. Just a worn manila file, marked with 3 red tabs. She didn't open it, not yet. Just calmly laid it on the table in front of her. And the air shifted. Everyone knew what that file could hold. They'd heard the whispers, the rumors, that Pam, during a recent radio interview, had made some serious claims, that a sitting judge had silenced 2 whistleblowers in a corporate case. That key evidence had been buried. That backroom deals had influenced rulings. This wasn't some courtroom drama, it was the kind of stuff that could end careers. Maybe even worse. She never named names, sure. But her hints were sharp enough to sting. And the judge clearly felt it. Now here she was, with that folder. The one that could flip the script. Judge Corbin raised an eyebrow. "Miss Bondi, do you have something you wish to submit to the court?" "I do," she replied, calm as ever. "But only if you're prepared to hear the full context." Her voice wasn't loud, but it carried. It had weight. And for the first time, the judge hesitated. He glanced at the clerk, then at her, then back at the folder. "You may proceed." Pam opened the file slowly, like it held something sacred. The first page? An email, dated 6 months ago, between a junior clerk and a private attorney. Flagged by 3 words, "Client request denied." Seemed dry, until you read between the lines. Next, a deposition. From a court interpreter who had quietly been let go after asking questions about sealed testimony that mysteriously disappeared. And then the bombshell. A notarized affidavit. Signed. Sworn under penalty of perjury. From a former assistant to Judge Corbin. Saying they'd been ordered, to withhold a file in a major civil suit tied to a local hospital. Pam laid the papers down, one by one. "I never broke the gag order," she said firmly, "because I never mentioned the case directly. But I did speak about what I saw, and what I still see happening behind closed doors. The public deserves to know when the law's being twisted to protect power." The courtroom froze. You could hear the clock ticking. Judge Corbin said nothing, just leaned back, face unreadable. And, in that moment, everything changed.